We did see that, yes.
I was speechless.
What story are you telling with this look tonight?
I don't know. It's giving Pookie looks fire.
Yeah, that was one of our favorite celebrity shout-outs so far. We actually made a stitch of her interview with you guys, saying Pookie looks fire. And then we reenacted Campbell's favorite scene from Legally Blonde. You go where?
Harvard Law School.
You got into Harvard Law?
What? Like it's hard? Yeah, that movie is iconic. I mean, everyone knows that movie. She is iconic.
Whoever said orange is the new pink was seriously disturbed.
So Reese commented on the post, and I think her comment has close to 100,000 likes already. And then Reese actually posted another video after our video.
He is looking fire. Is this what he means by fire? Because I'm wearing red. The peak princess. Pookie's on fire.
Yeah, we love her. My mother's favorite movie is one of Reese's movies, Sweet Home Alabama. Everybody loved Legally Blonde. But it is funny that Reese did this, specifically Reese, because I feel like of all the actresses I can think of, she's the most Pookie-like. I mean, just like Campbell said, she doesn't even have to act to play, the Legally Blonde Elle Woods role, because that's Pookie, Legally Pookie.
We did it!
So we met at a wine bar in Philly in 2015.
March of 2015.
And Jet always says he walked up to the prettiest girl in the bar and started talking to her. And
that's what happened.
That kind of is what happened. But I think our immediate connection was that we both went to Southern school, so that was kind of our immediate connection. And then he asked for my number, and we went on a date a couple of days later, which I showed up an hour and a half late to. I was a flight attendant at the time, and I felt so bad. But
our flight was delayed.
Yeah, my flight was delayed, but I thought he would have left. I probably would have left at that point, but he didn't, and he waited for me.
Well, she was texting me saying that she was running, crazy late, which she was, and I had taken a lot of other first dates to that restaurant before, so the whole staff knew me. I mean, just like we say in the video, it's all exactly the way it was. And so they were all like, man, like, where's your date tonight? What's going on? But I waited, and she got there, and I mean, just like when I first met her a couple days before, it really was love at first sight. We were inseparable from that first meeting. I bought the ring 6 months later. We got engaged in January. So I held the ring in a safety deposit box at a Wells Fargo in Philadelphia.
Wow.
We got engaged in Maui, Hawaii on Kapalua Bay Beach. To this day, we both say that our engagement was the best day of our lives. So that was in January of 2016. Even over our wedding, that's our best day ever. Probably maybe even our best trip ever. Like the whole Hawaii engagement trip was just magical. Pookie looks absolutely fire tonight. We actually don't know where it comes from. It's just an organic name that we came up with. I mean, within the first couple of weeks of meeting, we can't really remember when I didn't call her Pookie.
Yeah, I think I asked for a nickname, and you said that, and it just kind of stuck. Like, it was very early on in our relationship. I mean, when there's people around, like, he'll call me Campbell, but usually it's Pookie or like babe, or like Pookie is like our thing.
Or Pinkster.
I think people also on Instagram that followed me for a while, like, knew that he called me Pookie, so it wasn't like a surprise to them. But then when I started putting more content out that he was calling me Pookie, people just like took it and ran with it.
In terms of a recent outfit, I would say her Love Shack fancy dress that we wore during New York Fashion Week. That dress was, I don't know if that's the video where I said this or not, I think it might have been peak Princess Pookie. Yeah, that's what that was. Fairy Princess Pookie is looking magical tonight. Good Lord, babe.
Probably wearing something like that you feel good in, of course, that you're just like feel confident in. I feel like I really feel confident in, I love wearing all black. Black is like my go-to, just to feel like confident in, and then you don't really question your outfit because you can't go wrong, really. It goes with everything, and if you have cute accessories, it just makes it fire, literally. It's date night.
Saturday night, going to Hal's, our favorite steakhouse on the planet. And I gotta say, Pookie looks absolutely fire tonight.
It's taken me a little bit longer recently, just because I feel like I don't want to get too in my head about it, about like, my outfits, but I think having a capsule wardrobe is so important. Staples in your wardrobe that you love: a little black skirt, a little black dress, a cardigan, black boots, a belt, a black bag, good jeans that you love. And starting out with that, you're better off investing in those pieces than buying like trends, in my opinion.
Our Instagram followers know us really well. They know both of us really well. They know our dog, our grandmothers. I mean, the whole families, everybody, all through the Instagram stories. It's only recently she started posting what used to be Instagram story content now as Reels and TikToks, and that's really what caused this to all explode. But our longtime Instagram followers have seen this stuff for years.
Yeah, so I'm excited to show more of my personality, to show more of myself, to let people in a little bit more, even though that does scare me for sure, because I am closed off a little bit. It takes a little bit to get to know me, or for me to open up until you get to know me. But I am just so grateful that I have the platform to be able to share more of our life. I don't block anything.
Not generally, no. I mean, again, we just don't let it bother us. I mean, you got to have thick skin when you put your life out there in front of millions and millions of people to see. I mean...
I mean, if they're like scary, then maybe like DMing me scary stuff, then maybe yeah.
But not generally.
But not. I don't honestly like. Once I engage with our content, I don't really like dig for like negative. That. So it's honestly just better off like knowing that we are so strong in who we are, and we are so confident in who we are and in our relationship. That people that question that, like, I'm sorry, like. What are you doing with your life if you're questioning someone's love? Honestly, it's pathetic. So we just have. I mean,
the way I look at it is, and kind of the premise of your question, when you go this viral, there's going to be a lot of love, and there's also going to be some hate. That's just part of going this viral to this extent. I mean, we've generated just in the last month 160 million views, 61 million unique viewers. That's on TikTok alone. So when you get that type of viewership, that number of people seeing your content, there's going to be, again, it's 99% positive, but there's going to be that 1% or 1/10 of 1% negative. Right. And that's just part of it. So
you can't please everybody, and you don't want to please everybody either. And I think you have to really, for me at least, because I am kind of like a people pleaser, you really have to just hone in on who you are. And some people like it, some people don't, but at least we are happy and confident. And honestly, I think the second question you were saying about bringing us together, it has definitely brought us together. Our relationship is strong in general, but it's definitely brought us closer, and just so grateful that I get to do it with Jet. I mean, I don't want to do it by myself, so I'm glad that I have the support, and I'm just so grateful for that. Being able to do it with you.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really focus on the negative at all. It's a tiny fraction. You have to have thick skin. And like I said, if we do occasionally notice negative comment, we use it as motivation. And I mean, Campbell and I are so strong in our love for each other that really we view nothing as a threat. And this is just incredibly fun and exciting.
Yeah, it's date night.
Saturday night, going to Hal's, our favorite steakhouse on the planet. And I gotta say, Pookie looks absolutely fire tonight.